the place for comic book and anime reviews.
Hello, you got all about American Patrol YouTube here with comic anime reviews. And here's my review of Doomsday Clock, issue number 8. I'm just gonna get into this issue. Break cover right here with the B variant with Spider-Man, Superman, all of that. Volume and is pulling the string, which is very reminiscent of what seems to be happening in this issue. But let's just get into this because there's a lot of stuff I want to talk about right here. So here we go. We're pulling it out of the bagging board, of course, placing it down. Look at this issue again. Great cover, great feel. As we all know, it's Doomsday Clock. Let's get into this hell of a series. So we start out right here with Ozymandias in his seat of deception, and he's watching over what's about to happen. The title says, "Save Humanity." And then we come over to the Daily Planet. So, Sirius just, do a Daily Planet thing. He interacts with Lois Lane. It's a great interaction. Jeff Jones does a very good job of writing Superman's typical interactions. And of course, he knows those characters very well. Meanwhile, we have this ordeal going on with Firestorm. And Firestorm is really getting mad at, what's the character's name? Posar. Because, he kind of helped him to get the fact that, he was this character created by the government, and he can't be trusted and everything. He's going after him. He's angry. He's in Russia fighting this character now. And it ends with him killing a bunch of people, or seemingly killing them. He puts them all in this cryostasis. Superman eventually does come to him, though. Before he does that, we get this interesting scene between Superman and Black Adam. I was really interesting. We get the idea that, Black Hat has been raiding metahuman, saying in this place, which is basically just Genosha. It's literally Genosha. It's a place for characters who have been outcast by society, like the mutants. In this case, it's the metahumans. Obviously, they can live another life in peace on this sea that Black Adam has created for them. So that's what's going on there. Meanwhile, we get Superman going back to this Firestorm, and he tells Firestorm that he can make this kid go back to normal. He tells Firestorm to help him out, to show him that he can fix what he did, the mistakes that he made. Now, it should be noted before I go forward, in the last issue, this was really important. I knew it was important because I thought it was really interesting in the last issue that in this whole metahuman uprising ordeal, everyone is divided on the idea of metahumans, and every metahuman is being looked at as an enemy of the states, except for Superman. Superman is still the character up to this point that every person in the world, not just America, every person in the world looks up to in some form of way. And that is really illustrated in this issue. When he not only helped Firestorm get this kid back to normal in typical Superman fashion, when he goes and sees Vladimir Putin, who is ruling over Russia at this point in time, Vladimir pretty much tells him, yeah, I trust you. And he tells him this, and trust Superman even despite the fact that, people don't look at superheroes in the same way anymore, but when it comes to Superman, the people still do. And it leads to Superman going up and telling the world, making this speech to the people, basically. And in this speech, Superman makes a mistake. He takes a side. He takes a side in this whole metahuman uprising. And this becomes his biggest mistake that he has made in the entire career of Superman. He chooses to protect people. And you get this speech. Interesting speech by Superman. And I'm just going to kind of let's kind of just go on this speech right now. Let's kind of read what it says here. Let's see, where does it begin? Although your tone is unwilling, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, okay. What happened here is a tragedy that affects every one of us. I am not here to pass judgment. That's not my role in this world. But I am here to ask you to trust me. What Firestorm did was an accident, but it can't be undone. It was an accident. He tells people that it was an accident. They were only going to trust what Firestorm did, but he said it was an accident. Again, making a choosing a side in this whole ordeal. You all know I come from another planet, one that was called Krypton. My world did not survive because the I couldn't agree. They could have come together to try and save me. We need to come together now, though. We can't let those trying to divide us even further than we already are. The Superman theory has spread fear and hatred throughout the world. It is the source of riots in respective countries and the strife between nations. You follow Superman reflection theory. I think that has become a very big problem inside this universe. Again, choosing a side, saying that that's wrong. He even goes even further with this. The demonization of metahumans is wrong. He straight out says that. And as this is going on, Batman is telling him to stop talking. He's trying to tell him to stop talking, but Superman keeps going. Firestorm is not the villain you believe he is. He was a reckless kid with too much power. He can still help these people. He actually hurts. He can change them back. And then Batman will tell him to stop. And he gets angry. And what Superman said, he gets angry at the fact that he's taking his side in this whole ordeal. And this becomes Superman's biggest mistake in all of this. And it leads to everyone, like, it leads to those giant destructions, giant things being dismantled. People going into a frenzy, people shooting at Firestorm. The child who Firestorm trying to bring back is almost killed in shots. And it leads to Superman throwing a freaking tank over a Russian tank. Yeah, that's going to be a problem for Vladimir Putin. And to him, it is going to be seen as an act of war and aggression. And this all leads to the very end, a big explosion happening of blue lights. And all the man at the very end of the book says, and it begins. And you see these newspaper articles right here about the metahuman massacre that has happened, and Superman taking the wrong side in the ordeal. And that's where this issue ends off. That, you guys, was Doomsday Clock issue number 8. Wow. Just wow. This issue of Doomsday Clock might have been, I'm not going to say for sure, but it might have been the best issue, single issue of this series so far. This was magnificent. Oh my God, I was reading this on the edge of my seat, reading what has happened here. I was on the edge of my seat reading this. This was everything that you want from this series. It is still politically charged, of course. Everyone is divided on metahumans. The entire speech that Superman gives is literally the speech that everyone assumed that he would give with in the liberal conservative ordeal debates. And it shows kind of like why, like, the word that would happen if you really choose a side in this whole, like, controversy. The whole them saying that metahumans should not be dehumanized or demonized and all that, like, all that. It's politically charged. It's great though. It's really top-notch storytelling by Jeff Johns. It really is, and it's great. It is just a great issue. So that, you guys, Doomsday Clock issue number 8. Little comic book guys talk about the issue of Doomsday Clock, and I will catch you guys later. Peace out.